And it's well done for Largs Thistle there. As you can see, that was them winning their first game of the season, believe it or not, in the Premier League clash with Arthurlie. Match report to follow. Also in the programme, we have a results roundup and a look around the grounds. We have an interview with the Largs Thistle manager Stuart Davidson and striker James Marks. And we also have some shock-breaking news from Kilbirnie. But first, it's on to the results. McBookie.com Super Premium Division. Auchinleck 1, Beath 1, Cumnock 1, Halford 1, Kilbirnie 0, Roberroy 2, Largs Thistle 4, Arthurlie 3, Pollock 1, Glenafton 2, Troon 2, Kilwinning 1. McBookie.com Super First Division. Oven Meadow 4, Kilsyth 1, Petershill 2, Ovenvix 0, Rutherglen Glencairn 1, Clydebank 2, Shetterson 1, Blantyre 2. McBookie.com Ayrshire District League. Ardeo 1, Darvel 1, Kello 3, Dalry 6, Salcoats 2, Maybole 5, Whitlets 2, Craigmark 1. McBookie.com Central District First Division. Bellshill 1, St Rochs 2, Cambuslang 5, Thornywood 4, Greenock 1, Rossvale 1, Neilston 0, Johnsonburgh 0, Vale of Clyde 1, Benburb 2, Wishaw 1, Larkhall 3. McBookie.com Central District 2nd Division. Carluke 3, Vale of Leven 2, Dunnypace 0, Glasgow Perthshire 5, Gartcairn 3, Newmains United 0, Royal Albert 2, East Kilbride 2, St Anthony's 2, Lanark United 2. I was at Barfields Park, Largs, where the score was Largs Thistle 4, Arthurlie 3, and it was a thoroughly engrossing affair. 7 goals, 3 red cards, and you didn't know where this game was going to end up. It really did have drama all the way laced throughout this game. Now, things opened promisingly enough for the basement boys Largs. On loan Morton man Alec McWaters cutely curled home from 12 yards after impressive build-up play from the left-hand side. McWaters blasted over the bar as he had a great opportunity to put Largs 2-0 up moments later. Then Palmer of Arthurlie and Robert Love of Largs both saw red after a skirmish on the ground in an off-the-ball incident on 25 minutes. But things went from bad to worse for Largs all of a sudden as Eddie Walton, a surprise appearance from him in the Largs team. He was in the Scottish Cup finals for Largs in 2010. He appeared in defence for Thistle, but he was red carded. It was a second bookable offence, so off he went packing. Largs down to 9 men, and Arthurlie equalised in 38 minutes. McGregor's threaded pass found the on-rushing Nimmo on the left-hand side, and he incisively drilled home from 10 yards out on the left-hand side. But on 48 minutes, 9 men Largs came right roaring back, and Nicky Jameson converted from 6 yards, curling it into the bottom left-hand corner. So Thistle 2-1 up, and then their diminutive defender McMaster made it 3-1. He blasted home through a ruck of players from 6 yards. Arthurlie then hit back to make it 3-2. A shot off the left, diagonal shot off the left hand post, and Fleming for Largs touched it over the line. So only 1 goal in it, but 9 men Largs pushed up again, and it was former Arthurlie striker Marks making it 4-2 as he muscled past the defender to score, and Marks nearly made it 5 as he blazed on through, but his shot was smothered by the keeper. And then in 75 minutes, Curran headed home at the left hand post to reduce the Thistle advantage. So 4-3 to Largs. Could they hold on for their first win of the season? Yes was the answer to that. They dramatically battled for all 3 points. Kevin Strullers, the assistant manager for Largs, he came on as a substitute and he was clean through, but it was prevented by another great stop from the Arthurlie keeper. 5 minutes of injury time were played, and Curran again went close, and there was another great gilt-edged opportunity for Arthurlie, but Thistle managed to hold out and achieve their first league win of the season, and it couldn't have been any more dramatic. After the game, I spoke to Largs manager Stuart Davidson.
What a game. It's not really a game that managers enjoy, to be honest. Maybe a 3-0 win or something would be good, but I suppose it's good for the spectators, and everybody enjoyed the game. I'm sure it was very eventful, not just with the goals, obviously sending off. So for the neutral, it's a great game, but for me, no so much. But when you've not won a game all season, then you'll take it.
Getting over the finish line, that was a big thing today, wasn't it? And even down to 9 men, lads were creating chances, even right up to the last 10 minutes.
Yep, obviously because we'd been going ahead in the game, Atherley were coming at us trying to get the goal back, so it left openings for us, and we were breaking. The boys were putting in so much work, not just defensively but to try and attack Atherley as well. We said at half time that we had to get it into areas, because we were down to 9 men, into areas where we could maybe work off set pieces, throw-ins or whatever, and that's how we got the second goal, which was great. And then to get another one, and Atherley came back into it, and it just kind of lost count of the goals. But the character showed by the team today, and I've said it all along, they have been putting in a lot of work all season, and they've maybe just not been getting the wee breaks. But it says to you all the time, you earn your luck, and today we definitely earned our luck with the work that we put in.
And then I spoke to Largs sister striker James Marks.
It was a hard fought result today. So we got the 3 points. We needed them 3 points, I think, today to hopefully turn the season around. But yeah, it was, to be fair, we've been playing pretty well the last couple of games. We've just not been scoring, or mistakes have been going against us and everything, a lot of breaks. But today, our hard work paid off. So hopefully up and onwards to next week now.
That's it. There was a few send-offs, obviously, so Largs up against it, but when you're up against it, you end your spurs.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, there was a few sendings off. To be honest with you, I didn't think Big Eddie's, all of his was sending off, but it's one of them things. We had 9 men in the park, we had to fight for each other, and we done that.
So. Like you say, the goals were flowing there after that, weren't they?
The goals were coming left, right and centre there. And to be fair, Arthur had a lot of possession with the last 10-15 minutes of the game, and I thought we soaked it up pretty well with the defence. Big Al, Nicky, Big Craig, I thought they defended real well the last 50 minutes of the game, so credit to them as well.
And it's good having the Fish back as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
a few.
You know what you get from Fish. Fish is a hard worker. He's a good passer of the ball, and he's always looking to get the deliveries into the box. So for a striker, I thrive off of that. So I'm glad to have Fish back over the moon.
I'd like to say there was other chances as well. I mean, we could have actually won by a bit more even in the end.
We could have won. We had the chances. We could have finished them.
They had a few chances.
They had a few chances themselves. So it was one of them games. But overall, I think we deserved to win. I thought the boys were fantastic today, just with the work rate alone. We took our chances when we had to take our chances. So yeah.
Excellent. And onwards for Troon.
Well, I thought last time we played Troon's probably the best we've played this season against Troon, and we walked away from the game with nothing. So hoping next week can be a different story and we can get another 3 points and up and onwards after that.
Right, brilliant. Okay, all the best, James. Thanks very much. And there is some shock news emerging this weekend at Kilbunny as manager Stephen Swift has resigned. So Ladeside are on the lookout for a new manager. Rob Roy were the winners at Ladeside yesterday, winning 2-0, goals from Willie Sawyers and Sean Fraser, putting the Kirkintilloch men back on the top of the McBookies.com Premier Division. And Stephen Swift has issued a statement. It said, "It is with a heavy heart that I confirm my resignation as manager of Kilbunny. There are a few reasons for my departure, but the main one is the recent form of the team. I've tried tirelessly to promote different ways to motivate the players to get us out of this run of bad results we have had, and it just doesn't seem to be working. It's a terrific group of lads, but ultimately they are letting themselves, myself, and more importantly the club down with their performances. This was my 5th season in charge of Kilbunny, and I've developed a close connection with the club and the people in it and around it. It's a journey that I will never forget and will look back on with fond memories. It has been a massive learning curve, and will take everything I will take everything I have learned away with me. I'd like to look back on my time here as a big success, taking the club from the First Division to the Premier League and sustaining our position there. We finished the position 3rd last season, which is the club's highest since the Super Premier League has begun. With a bit of luck, could have won it. We also won our first trophy in 6 years a couple of months ago by defeating Auchinleck Talbot in a League Cup final, which was a great day for the club, fans and players. I also like to think I leave the club with a much better playing squad than I inherited, and with a fresh face and a different set of ideas will give the players a lift. So there you have it. Some surprise news, it has to be said, and Ladeside are on the lookout for a new boss. And elsewhere in the Premier Division, Kilwinning travelled to Portland Park and they opened the scoring on the stroke of half-time, Callum Monty beating the offside trap, but Troon levelled in 56 minutes thanks to Adam Forsyth. Buffs were reduced to 10 men, Brian Boylan saw red, and Troon took all 3 points, Chris McKnight converting from the spot. Auchinleck took on Scottish Cup holders Beath. Mark Shankland opened the scoring for the Talbot, Ross McPherson netting for Beath. Glenafton secured a 2-1 win at Newlandsfield Park. Ryan Boris and Mick McCann scoring for the Newcomnick side, David Winters scoring for Pollock. It was a share of the spoils at Townhead Park. Esplin scored for Cumnock, Halford levelled 6 minutes from time. And into the Super First Division, the game of the day was Oven Meadow hosting league leaders Kilsyth, and the home side moved up to 4th in Division after a thumping 4-1 victory. Graham Muir, Jared Willett, Ryan Begley and Graham Boyd won the score sheet for Meadow. Manager Sean Fraser said it was an outstanding effort from the lads. The work rate was incredible, a great atmosphere on the ground, and the supporters really played their part. And down into the Ayrshire District League, it was well done to Dalry. They dished out a sizzling 6 against Kello to win 6-3. McGowan, Marshall, Stewart, McLaughlin, Gillis and Lavery were the scorers, and Miller notched a double for the Kirkenconnell men and an own goal from Dalry. And that's a wrap on a busy day of junior football. Thanks for joining us and goodbye.